I think it is time to do Formless Map 2. I'll give you a little sneak peek for Map 3, which is to say, I have been practicing Map 3 and putting little notes in my save game space. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. It's like an hour long, but we are where we are now. And at this point, I've beaten Formless Map 2 in, I think it was 28 attempts. So yeah, let's go. And I guess I may as well do a little mic check before we actually doom ourselves to a video that doesn't work. Now, this is a very open map, at the very least in the start. I think it's done pretty well. So, this fight, it is exactly what it looks like. I think there's some intuition to let the Cyber hit the Hell Knights. I found that to be effective, but having failed it a few times. I also tried ones where I just punched the air first, and that seemed just as good, if not better, so, it is what it is. It's always nice to get those archviles 2 at a time. It seems like it happens more if you go to the side, so you can use, like, the fan of the BFG, rather than just one angle, which I guess is just like how the math plays out. That's just true. Alright, so down here is the rocket launcher, and I want that, but I would also like the super shotgun. So I'm not going to start this fight yet. Instead, we're going to go to the super shotgun fight. Again, that humming is the soundtrack. I don't know what to tell you. I like getting rid of these mags right away. And from here, it takes like 1 or 2 BFGs to just make it safe. BFG is fairly limited in the first area. So if you can get a big value hit like that, it's worth it. Now this map looks like it has 4 secrets. Realistically, it has 5, but we'll get to that when we get to it. By 5, I mean 5 hidden things. I don't mean the number is wrong. I just mean one of them isn't tagged. I don't know why it's not tagged. I'm not saying it's a mistake either, you could have tagged it or not. It would be fine. Doesn't matter. I guess that's why. Anyway, let's get our first, arguably a secret, but maybe just part of it. But before doing that, I want to get these rockets. One of my favorite types of secrets is walk along the ledge outside of a wall. Pretty classic. Kind of have to follow the map here, because you really can't see the stairs and you don't want to fall off. So here's our first secret. And what did we get out of that? We'll find out in like 20 minutes. I'm going to do an audio check periodically so I don't have those instances of the thing just crashing out partway through the level. Or, if I do, I can just fix it. So I do like how it's set up. You've got 4 different fights, and one of them allows you to do another, but those base 3 you can do in any order at the start. It's one of the classic, what order do you want to get your gear? Realistically, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. unless you're getting extra ammo. But as it turns out, all of these take a similar amount of ammo to use. 2 to 3 BFG shots each. I really got lucky there. I had the extra BFG shot for the pain elementals, because I want to use rockets, and obviously that's difficult to do with so many lost souls. But at this point, I do not have any BFG ammo. And I could have a BFG shot had I remembered to actually pick up the cells. Remember when I pressed that button in the side of the wall? It opens up cells. I didn't pick them up. Why not? Why did I do that? I don't know. I don't know. Now I think the question is clear. Why did I wait all the way over here when I could have pushed out the other direction? It's because there's an archvile. So you kind of have to spend the whole fight over here. Machine gun's not super useful on this map, so I'll just use it when I can, I guess. This is 3 keys for that first area. Yep. That's 2 energy cells. Always funny when the missile moves up like that. This is the easiest fight in the map, but I have died here in no time. It's because I forgot to bring the super shotgun. And I chain gunned the rev instead of just spending the 2 rockets. This fight is a little bit harder than it looks, just because of the part when there are cybers and chain gunners. Because the chain gunners, you want to use rockets or chain gun. But you don't want rockets out when the cyber demon and archvile are around, because they're too fast and frankly don't take enough damage from rockets. But you do. So how do we deal with that? I hope that the cyber demon doesn't. I suppose. Now we'll pick up our 3rd secret here. It's just a backpack, but on maps like this with lots of enemies, 1 backpack goes a long way. It goes far more than half the distance of 2 backpacks. Imagine if 2 backpacks quadrupled your capacity. Anyway, this is definitely the hardest fight of the map, at least after the intro. And I don't play well here. Also, cool effect, archviles come out of that little house on the left and the right, and it's like their little house, you know? Or maybe it's supposed to look like a church. I don't know. Absolutely disgusting movement for me, but, you know, we're not dead. A really good pace of the enemy spawning, by the way. Like, you see the moment I'm safe from the other monsters because they're all grouped up, they're infighting. The archviles show up. So now, it's like 1, 2, 3, it's 3 archviles, which is nothing crazy when you have a megasphere and a BFG, but it's enough to not, like, end the hard part of the fight the moment that you have the other enemies under control. I got away with that. Oh, wow, I got away with getting stuck on the, what, tombstone? What are these? I think this is supposed to be a graveyard. I'll definitely say, you know, I've been playing, Alice Clancy's Shattered Dimensions and Judgment Retrial, and it's much easier than this. So I'm spending most of the time looking at the atmosphere. I guess you don't look at the atmosphere. You know what I mean. And this map is pretty hard, so I'm focusing mainly on that. But I'll use this time where I'm just shooting at the cyber demons to point out, and we can actually do this in our third-person mode with free look. Looks pretty cool. Look at that. I don't even know how they did that. I guess it's just a scrolling texture. Alright. I guess my little Doom guy is going. To save cells, and the reason for that is because I haven't practiced. And I wanted them to kill the cyber demon up there. Because, you know, it's just awkward to hit elevated cyber demons. Also, now it's showing. Okay, we fixed it. Yay! I think. Great. guess while this happens, I'm gonna look over here. It's only 3 vials and barons who are not a threat. And here we've got chain gunners. And I didn't even realize there were vials in the back. Again, not really a threat, because I've got so much space. And chain gunners need to show up in a really specific formation to be a problem. Like, if they're all grouped together, chain gunners just kill each other. Chain gunners, like, on the walls shooting at you, those are hard to deal with. Because for one, they're not killing each other. And for two, they're so close, they're so far apart, it's difficult to justify shooting them with the BFG. And you need the BFG out for the other enemies. You're just not getting the value by killing a single chain gunner to justify that time and ammo investment. Yeah, if it was more vials, I would probably not do that. Maybe I still would, because there's cover. At this point, really the only thing I'm worried about is cyber rockets. So I'm glad that I see a lot of infighting happening. I mean, a cyber rocket would kill me. So. Even now, it is possible to survive with 200 health, but it's not... It's not guaranteed. I don't think it's even likely, right? It's 120 plus 80. The average is 90, so... Where am I getting the average is 90? I just remember that being the average, but how would I calculate that? 20 plus 160 is 180 divided by 2, 90, yeah. By the way, if you have an arithmetic sequence, you can just average the first and last terms, and then you get the average of all of the terms. All that you're doing to do that is the first term plus last term times number of terms divided by 2 formula for the sum of an arithmetic sequence, and then you're dividing out that number of terms to get the average. Anyway, I hit this button and then I forgot what it did, so we're gonna have to run through the whole map again. So what that button does is it opens up the rad suit in the closet. And why do we need a rad suit? Well, why did we hit that secret that didn't seem to do anything earlier? Maybe it opened up this. Also well placed, by the way, something easy to spot but difficult to get to. Pretty classic setup, isn't it? So how are we mixing it up? A little bit of damaging floor. It's kind of whatever. But, ooh, the Hell Knights drop down, so you're kind of on a timer. A couple archviles here or there. That's, that's normal. Oh, more Hell Knights dropping down. Oh, there's a passageway through the center. A lot of Doom fights have been done in some way or another. There are always, like, little variations. And now we get a little bit of asymmetry. Now the revenants are coming from one direction. So now we have to take, what is it even called? U-turns? Wasn't there a better name for it? Hearts? There's some geometric shape people always talk about. Dragon? What's the shape? I don't remember, but I'm not gonna open up MS Paint to draw it. It's when you do a loop and you can't go through the one point on the loop, so you have to circle back, and you're the farthest from the center away from that bad point. And then you circle inwards, closer to the center when you're getting to that bad point. And then when you back away, you can move back. Because you want to be retreating during your most vulnerable moment, which is backtrack. I don't remember what that's called. Anyway, that is that. If you wanted to do this fight, as soon as you hit that secret switch, you know, the one that ostensibly did nothing early on, you could. I think that's a terrible idea, because you're probably not going to have enough cells to make it work out. I'm sure you could do it, and I think I did do it in practice, but then I was like, why not just do this later? So, you know. So there we go. That is map 2. I'm going to practice map 3. Am I going to beat it soon? Realistically, probably not. But I think it is far more doable than Spectrum Descent's special last map that I really think I would only play with saves. So that one I think I can do. It'll be hard. I don't think it's no SB 228 hard. I don't even think it's no SB 227 hard, and that's a short map. But we'll get to that when we get to it, or maybe we won't get to it because I won't. We'll see. Cool map.